Welcome to This Time Out with Marcus Ekure. The reason why most times we often hear of crisis, that's talking about management crisis, organizational crisis, objectives not being met, is as a result of lack of proper definition of roles given to employees. There's what is called management by objective, is in management terminology. Every individual that works in an organization has his or her objective. Then we also talk about organizational objective, which is the objective of the company. Now, if these two objectives are not properly managed, it usually leads to conflicts. That's where you talk about conflict of interest or conflict, some sort of conflict in organizations. The individual working in the organization has his family, has plans for his family, has a future plan. We talk of in terms of maybe educational plan or prospects. Perhaps the person has plans to further his education. The person has had a BSc before and plans in the next 5 or 6 years he or she is going to be acquiring a higher education. The person has plans to travel abroad for vacation. The person has plans to take the children out regularly for play, for leisure, and all that. But the organization's objective, appears somewhat to be very tight and doesn't give adequate allowance for this person to be able to express his own objective. Then there's bound to be crisis. Now, when you see a situation in some organizations, especially in Africa, where workers are meant to work 7 days a week, so there's no space for the actualization of the individual objective. That's going to certainly bring about crisis, whether you like it or not. That is the truth. And most management experts or business owners do not understand this. So, and that is why the terminology management objective was evolved to bring the attention of business owners to the fact or the reality that people who work for you have their own lives, have their own objectives. So when you are defining your organizational objective and constructing your corporate governance apparatus, you should put their individual objectives at the back of your mind or in place while constructing the activities leading to, as in the systems, leading to the actualization of your organizational objective. It is only when this is done that there will be robust, or less of crisis. There will be robust, as in cooperation on the part of your workers towards fulfillment of organizational objective. You see, in management, you talk of some of the great management scientists like Abraham Maslow and other great scientists who came up with different theories talking about the welfare of, the staff of organization. Now, we saw an era in management history where organizations build schools for their workers. They build different kind of social amenities to make their workers comfortable. It's as a result of the quest or the understanding to fulfill individual objectives, to actualize the concept of a management by objective, that all these whole activities and initiatives are being injected into management. But today, sorry to say, a lot of management experts or owners of businesses seem to be too capitally minded, such that this terminology is ignored, and that's why we see a lot of conflicts in organizations today. So it is very important today that owners of business, should look at the relevance of management by objective by factoring the objectives of their workers into their organizational objective to minimize conflicts in management. I'm still your friend, Dr. Marcus Ekure. Thanks for watching. If my videos are interesting to you, kindly subscribe and follow me for more. God bless you.